if you don't mind me, dude, I'm gonna pretend that no one's gonna watch this video. Because I have some real shit I want to talk about. And I'm gonna talk about it out loud because either I'll come to terms with it or I'll just continue to tear myself apart and I'll feel worse in public. I feel worse like on record. Or I'll just still continue to feel bad, but on record. So, well, something weird happened at work today. I was working in an aisle and I was just filling shelves and my boss came to me and he asked me to swap over to another aisle. It's normal. I do that all the time. And my response was, huh? What? And he asked me something about my confidence level. And then he went over and grabbed another guy who was working in the aisle and took him off instead. And then he said something like, Daniel was like too scared or something. And I was like, yeah, I must have been. But it was so weird because like, I've never expressed my state of being in a comfort zone in the workplace, at the workplace before. Not once, ever. I've never complained about the circumstances of work, at work. And dude, I just went mental. I just started like having a laugh, like what the heck did I just say? What did my boss even say? Like it sounded like he spoke to me in another language. So what I want to talk about tonight is comfort zones. It's probably kind of weird. I don't know. Mostly mine, but also just like what constitutes a comfort zone. Gosh, do I even know what a comfort zone is at this point? Like, I don't know, dude. So, if you don't know, I work with one of my mates, and the reason I work with one of my mates is because he got me the job, because he has a pretty high position at this workplace. He is night fill assistant manager, which means that sometimes he is my boss. And if you guys know anything about working with friends, working with family, you know, like starting a family business or something. I don't know too much about starting a family business. I can't say I've ever done it, but the potential is always there for things like basic tension between the team. The potential is there to damage both your work relationship and your personal relationship. And I wouldn't say that that has happened yet, but I would say that circumstances surrounding work or me receiving work have damaged our relationship. And maybe that's just my perception. I'm sure it is. But I don't know. So like, since getting a job, what has happened? No, let's talk about where my comfort zone's at. So, I think I figured out why I hate having a job, even though I enjoy working. And why I think that responsibilities aren't worth it, even though a lot of people can't really say that, can't really afford to say that, aren't fortunate enough. But I am, so this is how I feel, unfortunately. It's pretty unfair, but there's nothing I can really do about it. I just feel this way. Yesterday I took an Enneagram quiz. I recorded it. It's the last video I uploaded. And, I figured out that... What did I figure out? I'm losing myself. Yeah, so, like, I've had, like, what I would say is stunted development, which, like, is surely due in part to having autism, even though it's high-functioning autism. I would say that, like, you could say, like, something dumb, like, and arbitrary, like, I'm a 23-year-old, 13-year-old, or something, because, like, that's what it feels like. But, like, I would say I possess the intelligence of a 23-year-old, but, like, I definitely don't possess, like, the experience of a 23-year-old, and, like, that's, like, I get that that's, like, subjective, because, like, everyone has different experiences. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't been through a whole lot enough that is, like, enough to, like, encourage development. And so, why am I saying this? There was a reason I was saying this. I got a job, not, like, terribly late in life. Like, 23 is, like, pretty young, but I definitely could have seeked out, like, a path or a career choice or an aspiration or anything, like any kind of, like, future that I could possibly build. I could have done it sooner, and I chose not to because I was just, like, I was just chilling. I was just being a dude, like, after school, like, I was just being a dude. So, like, it's part of what's been really hard about work isn't even actually working, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I still don't feel like I have a job, or, like, at least not a career, because it's not really a career, it's just, like, labor. But, I mean, what do I mean? It just feels like a hobby, to be honest. Like, a part of my night is set aside for, like, going for a ride, lifting some boxes, and then riding back. And sometimes it sucks, but sometimes it's worth it. I'm pretty much just making free money. Which, I mean, I've thought about it, and, like, that's pretty good, but I don't know, it's not good for me. Because, like, I don't know, I don't feel like it's, like, something that I need. No, it is, it totally is, but I mean, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it. So, that's made it kind of hard to just grasp having responsibilities, because I don't think they're worth it. But, like, I can't beat around the bush, dude. I just want to have fun and, like, do whatever the heck I want, and, like, I can't. And that's not just because of my job. I've made friends since getting a job, and I've lost friends since getting a job. Nothing crazy. Pretty inconsequential. Like, people at work that I can talk to, if I have to. I don't really I don't think I would, but I mean, if I had to, I bet I could. So maybe not friends, but like acquaintances. And I guess I haven't really lost friends since getting a job, but I've lost parts of friendship. So I used to be in a server, a small little personal server, just a voice channel and a text channel. Bare bones, just a platform for being connected. And the people in this server were Colleen, my mate from the US that I play a lot of Destiny with, and he's a really good friend. And also Nick, the guy I work with, who's my IRL friend, who I've done everything under the sun with for like dozens of years. And then Alice, who I met very recently, or at least I connected to very recently. I would say after I got a job, I definitely started connecting to her a lot more. And I don't think it had anything to do with my job. I think it was just circumstantial. I think it was just like a coincidence. But she is a really good friend. And she's also a really good friend of Nick's. In fact, she's the best friend of Nick's. She's actually his girlfriend. And so we were like tight in this server, but like I don't know, there was like mental breakdowns like left and right, and like we would just like post funny photos, like memes. People like Nick would post memes, Alice would post memes, I would post like just photos that I take because I'm into photography, and it was nice. But like mental breakdowns were like not commonplace. I wouldn't say it was a theme of this Discord, but like I don't know. We didn't like tear each other's throats out or anything, but like I don't know. Something happened behind closed doors that I don't even understand personally, and the server just kind of self-destructed. It's just gone, and like I think I wouldn't say a part of me went with it because at the time I wasn't too connected to this server. Like it wasn't crazy important to me. The people in there were, but the server was not. But in retrospect, like this server was like a big part of my life. It was a big part of like it was my support network, dude. It was like for like for just a couple months, it was like pretty much all I had. That's what it felt like. That's what it feels like now. It feels like that this server was all I had, to be honest. And I mean that's not like objectively true, but like I don't know, I'm a subjective person, so I don't care. That's what it feels like. So I mean that's neither here or there. Like I can't do anything about that. Like Alice, it was her server, and she wanted like a fresh start, I guess. Like she was like just frustrated with like where she was at in life, and she wanted to disconnect from everything. We still talk, but like just like in DMs, like whenever it's like because unlike Klein, I've actually met Alice in real life a couple times. Nick's met her a bunch more times because like we're all in Australia. Nick and Alice and I are all in Australia, and so that's fortunate. And she doesn't live around near us, but she's like a state away, so she can like get down here, not in like a heartbeat, but like I don't know. She makes it work, I guess. She's down here right now. She's at Nick's. She's been helping him move, bit by bit, I think, little by little. Just like supporting him. Good on her. Lucky him. And there was yesterday where I like chimed in, and I went over and we did all the heavy lifting in one day. And that was my contribution because I'm a big strong man, right? I don't know. What am I talking about? So like, it's just been harder to connect to like all of my friends at once instead of just like a friend at a time without this server. So that server was a comfort zone. That was what I was talking about. Comfort zones. So that's missing. So what can't we do anymore? And what don't we do anymore? We don't really game anymore. And like, I don't know, I'm a gamer, I'm gaming right now, and to be able to not do it with your friends really sucks. Because like, and like, I don't know, I've traded online relationships for IRL relationships. That's what it feels like. And I don't know, like, I'm a connected person, like, when it comes to like the internet. Like, I've spent like the better part of my life on the internet, so I don't actually know how I feel about that. Like, it feels amazing at first, but like, only when you're actually like in real life, and like, I'm not in real life that often. So like, I see Nick at work, and that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna try and change that. I think we're gonna try and have like a day where we can like meet at like our local games workshop or something and do a bit of hobby at least once a week, maybe just once a week. Honestly, I feel like that's gonna be like if we're lucky, because like if we're not lucky, then like it might be like not even once a week. But I don't know. I'll do it. I don't know if Nick would do it, but I don't know. It's gonna be tough because like he told me that when he's done moving, the first thing he's not gonna do is hook up his PC, because he actually wants to like move away from gaming and just move back to like hobby. And I do not relate, dude, at all. Like, I'm actually really sad, because it's like, I was under the impression that while he was busy like house hunting and trying to move for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and being busy like having a job for like months and months and months, that like if stability could be found in the form of sharing a job and in the form of finding a home, that we could get back to just like having fun again. And like, we might not, but here's the thing, right? That's so unfair, because it's not like we don't. It's just like, it's not sort of like, what I have is not the same as like the vision that I have. Because I googled yesterday like, what makes people unhappy when they're fortunate, and one of the things was like not like having expectations, right? Like, I have expectations, dude. I didn't know it, but like, I think I surely must, because apparently they're just unable to be met at this point in my life. Why? Because I have a job now, and because like, I have friends who are studying now, I have friends who are in relationships now, and just crazy stuff, dude. There was something else. I have to backtrack a little bit. This is a night of confusion, dude. That's the second one. Damn. And like, it's not like I don't have, like, I have this like almost crippling sense of loneliness where like whenever I'm not with friends, I'm like super depressed, even though when I am with friends I feel absolutely alive. And even that is like an unfair feeling to have, because like, it's not like I don't have things to look forward to that excite me. Like, I have a day set up every week where I play D&D online with some Discord friends, and like, there's the possibility of, obviously again, that I could have a day every week where I go and do some hobby IRL with my best friend. Time just feels like it passes so much slower now that I have responsibilities now, though, dude. Like, I'm so hyper aware of like the passage of time in my age. It's crazy. Like I thought as you got older, like as you get older, obviously everyone knows that like as you get older, time starts to like fly. Like time passes quicker. Like in the bigger picture, like years pass quicker. But like days pass slower, in my opinion. Like weeks feel like months, dude. And months feel like years. Like it's so weird. Like days are so short though. Like I don't know. It's just weird, dude. It's like I don't know. It's like I have like good things. They're just like not the things that I want. And like that's like the biggest problem, right? I have like what I want I can no longer have. What I've always wanted I can no longer have. It's 100% completely impossible for me to be 100% completely 100% happy ever again. I don't think I ever will be. And I have to like come to terms with that because, and like I don't think I ever will. I might never, because like I was a kid for like so long, and then I was like just out of school and like just being like a drifter on the internet for so long, and now suddenly I have responsibilities, I have schedules, and my friends have responsibilities and they have schedules, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to just adapt to that, like just adapt for how like I literally can't, like it's impossible, like I don't know. So like if I told you I had like one comfort zone, like I would tell you that it was like a time period, and that time period is like pick any of the other 22 years in my life, like legit. And like I don't know, if that sounds like depression, then like sure I have depression, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say that like there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel, because I just entered it, dude. Like I literally can't see a thing, it's so dark. And that's not like necessarily like that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't a light at the tunnel. It just means that like you're not anywhere near the end of the tunnel. So, but like that sucks, because like I would love to be able to like know what the hell life is leading to and what's going on, because like I don't know, like it's just a classic like humanity's fear of the unknown. I guess, I don't know. I've never really been aware of it until like right now, like as I'm saying it, and that's crazy. So that's not the only thing, right? There's like another reason why I have a feeling I'm never going to be 100% happy with life ever again. And to talk about that, I'm gonna have to spill some tea, and I'm gonna spill some tea because I'm pretty sure no one is listening to me at this point. So I'm either gonna come to terms with it as I talk about it out loud, or it's gonna tear me apart, and this is gonna be the last video that I ever upload. Who knows? Could be interesting. So, I told you I know Nick, right? I know him a long time. And I told you I know Alice, right? And I knew her a little bit. And then I knew her, and then Nick knew her. And now Nick and Alice know each other very well. So, like, and like I've joked about it. Oh, actually, no, I haven't joked about it. I talked about it very seriously last night, but I've joked about it with Nick that like I'm his little dog, like, and he's my master. And like I've joked with Alice about like, cause she's older than us, she's 26 I think. I've joked about like her being my mother or something, and me being her son or something, and like it's a joke, but it's like I don't know, like sometimes I like legitimately feel that way, and like I don't know, it's not like a kink or anything, it's just like I don't know, sort of the relationship I want, because like I want to be as close to my friends as possible, and like I don't know how to do that anymore, because I'll never be as close to my friends as my friends are to each other. Like, isn't that crazy? And like, this is the second time it's happened. This is the second time that a friend of mine has met another friend of mine, and those two friends have hooked up. It's almost a one-to-one retelling of like a shitty year. Like, a couple shitty years ago that was just shit. But like, at the time it wasn't shit. And right now, time is not shit. If you ask them, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't say that life is shit right now. And like, I don't know. Nick's had a shittier life than I have. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like an enviable life. And like, I don't know, I've wished that I could be like, because he's simpler than I am, right? Like, I wish I could be simpler, because maybe I would have like a better appreciation of life, and I wouldn't be talking about what I'm talking about right now. But you know, I don't know, that's neither here nor there. So I told you I was going to spill some tea. Might not be exactly what I'm doing, per se, but I think that's what I'm doing, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of setting this up, right? So what if I told you before Nick and Alice were introduced to each other, and I was just getting to know Alice, what if I told you that because she wasn't just a friend, right? She was a really good friend, and that was crazy. That was super crazy, because the last time I made a really good friend was I was in school. Very long time ago. Or Kalane. But Kalane's like, he's on the other side of the world, so it's like, I don't know, it's hard. It's really hard sometimes to just like be his friend, but like, I don't know, like, I don't think he would feel the same way, but like, those are the circumstances he's in, like, permanently, so like, it's probably way worse for him, but I can't really talk about that right now, so I'm not going to. So, I'm gonna be honest. There was at least one point in time when I was really good friends with Alice, and I wanted something more than just being friends. And that prospect has been thrown out the window months ago, obviously, or however long she's known Nick, and I don't know, sometimes that keeps me up at night, and like, it's just completely out of my control, dude. I have no control over it, and like, it's not like, this isn't necessarily like a religious belief or anything, but I believe that there's like one person in the world that's like perfect for you, and like, I definitely at one point felt like, you know what, I still do feel like Alice is like the perfect woman, and like, that makes me sick, because like, I feel like there's just no one left that I would ever meet, and like, that can't be true, but it feels true. And I feel like I've said too much. I don't know, dude. You tell me.